let's assume that you are someone who is wandering across the country and suddenly someone stops you and says that, who are you? What will you do? You will most probably produce your Aadhaar card, voter ID card, or some kind of identity in front of him which says that XYZ is your name and you are an Indian citizen. Now, if the case is for abroad, if let's say you are in USA and someone asked you that who are you, then you will be producing your passport. That passport is basically your identity, which is saying your name as well as your nationality, that you are a proud Indian. Now, there is this country who has asked for their own passport this time, and the another country has rejected it. So my name is Lalit Soni and you are watching InFocus by Drishti IAS. In this episode, we will be talking about two countries wherein one has asked for the passport and second one has rejected it. So let's see what is the issue. Why does Cook Island want its own passport? Why has New Zealand has rejected it? Okay, so let's see what is the issue with respect to these two countries and why they are fighting over passport related issues. Okay, now first here we will be seeing that what is the news. Then we will be talking about the Cook Island, where it is located and what is the issue. Coming to the next part, why they are demanding a new passport. Okay, then relation between New Zealand and the Cook Island. After that, we will be seeing that why the New Zealand has rejected that particular demand. Okay, and in the end, we will be seeing that what is the implication, what does that mean. Okay, after that, there will be a MCQ for your practice which you have to attempt and answer to me in the comment box. Now, before moving further, I would like to tell you about the Recap 2024 series which we have started for the quick, concise revision for your, you can say, current affairs. With respect to the 2024 years, which is about to end, we have compiled almost all the important developments which has happened with respect to the government schemes, reports, you can say indices. Other than that, also science and technology related or the environment related developments which has happened. So we will be coming up with this particular episodes every night at 9 p.m. Okay, we have started from the 21st of December. We will be going on till 29th of December. So you can go and watch this. This is the playlist which is there. The name of the playlist is Recap 2024, which you will be finding at Drishti IAS English channel. Okay, now let's start with the news. Here, Cook Islands, a self-governing Pacific nation in free association with the New Zealand, has proposed issuing its own passport. Okay, so there is this Cook Island, which is a self-governing Pacific nation. So we can say that yes, it is a nation, it is a country. Okay, in a free association with the New Zealand. New Zealand is another country which is there in the vicinity, and they are having some kind of arrangement. Okay, so we will be seeing that what is the arrangement. Now, Cook Island has asked for the passport. They said that we should have our own passport, and New Zealand has rejected that particular demand, saying that there can be confusion and the conflict which can be, you can say, hindering the current status of these countries. Okay, so let's see what is happening over here. So what is about the Cook Island? If there are certain aspects which you should know about the Cook Islands. So first, let's see the location. Now here you can say it is Australia, then we have New Zealand, and here we have Cook Island. It is a group of some 14 to 15 islands which is there. Okay, it is part of your Oceania. When we are talking about the Oceania, so that is part of that, and French Polynesia you must have heard about. So that is the area where Cook Islands are located. Okay, now a group of 15 islands in South Pacific, northeast of the New Zealand. Okay, so here this is your New Zealand, and in the northeast we have the Cook Island, and it is there in the South Pacific region. Okay, population is somewhere around 15,000 people, but there are nearly 1 lakh Cook Islanders which are living in New Zealand. Okay, nearly 1 lakh such citizens are living in New Zealand, and these are considered as the New Zealand citizens only. Okay, now status is a self-governing free association with the New Zealand since 1965. We will be seeing that what is the meaning of self-governing nation in a free association. Okay, in the further slides we will be talking about that. When we are talking about the economy mostly relies on the tourism. Other than that, they are dependent on the New Zealand as well. Okay, when we are talking about the international presence, so it is a member of the organizations like WHO, UNESCO, but it is not a United Nations member. Okay, so that is one of the aspects which you should remember, that it is not a member of United Nations because it is a, you can say, country or nation which is in free association with the New Zealand. Now when we are talking about the current status, they are having a single citizenship. Okay, so basically when we are talking about the people who are living in the Cook Island, they are citizens of New Zealand. Okay, and that is why they are basically not there in United Nations. Okay, so location is clear that in the Oceania we are having this location of New Zealand, and in the northeastern region of New Zealand we have the Cook Island. Okay, now coming to the next part over here, that why there is a demand for the new passport. As I told you, if someone is asking that who are you, you need this passport to tell them that I am this particular person. Okay, so basically this is about the identity. Here you can see cultural identity, to say that I'm a person from the Cook Island. Right now they are having a passport of New Zealand, so everywhere they go they will have to show the passport of New Zealand. They want to have a cultural identity of their own, so that they can have their own passport and they can present them as the person of or citizen of Cook Island. Okay, so here you can say cultural identity to reflect the unique identity of the Cook Island. Autonomy assertion, a passport would symbolize more independence while keeping its ties with the New Zealand. They are saying that we want a passport, but we do not want to sever the ties with the New Zealand. Whatever status or whatever arrangement we have, we want to keep it. We just want a different passport. Okay, coming to the next one, global aspirations. So they want to become a member of UN. So for that they will require their own passport, a step towards greater international recognition and possible UN membership. Okay, New Zealanders are free to carry dual passports. Now in New Zealand there is this policy that they can carry dual passports, they can have a dual citizenship. So similarly Cook Islanders are saying that if we have this particular provision of dual passports, so why not we can have the New Zealand's passport as well as Cook Islands passport. Okay, so that is the issue, that is the demand of the Cook Islanders. Now here relation between the New Zealand and the Cook Island, let's see that what kind of arrangement they have. So they have a shared citizenship. As I told you, Cook Islanders are basically, you can say, New Zealand citizens. Okay, so they are having access to right to live, work, access healthcare in New Zealand. So that is the arrangement they have. The name of the arrangement is the Free Association. Okay, under this arrangement the Cook Island enjoys significant autonomy, controlling its domestic and the international affairs. So Cook Island will be controlling the domestic and the international affairs, but there are certain things on which the Cook Island is dependent on the New Zealand. So here you can see, however, New Zealand retains the responsibility for the defense, foreign policy, some of the foreign policy matters, and which it handles at the request of the Cook Island. Okay, so when we are talking about the some of the foreign policy related matters which are requested by Cook Island, that you should take care of it. Okay, so that is why they are dependent on the New Zealand. Other than that also there are various you can say economic aid which is given by the New Zealand. So here we have seen that the right to work, right to live and right to access the healthcare facilities are there. So obviously they are having this some kind of special arrangement which is there. Now why New Zealand has rejected it? So they have said that the constitutional conflict can happen. There can be a confusion with respect to the status. Okay, a separate passport is not compatible with the current shared citizenship arrangement. That is one thing. Second is the sovereignty requirement. Only fully independent nations can issue unique passports or join UN. Okay, now when we are talking about this Cook Island, that is not a fully sovereign nation because they are having a association with the New Zealand. Okay, so that is another thing. Risk to benefit, a separate passport might jeopardize the Cook Islanders access to New Zealand services. Okay, since as I told you they have right to work, live and the healthcare benefits are there. If there is a separate passport, there might be some kind of conflict with respect to that as well. Then referendum requirement, any major changes would require a vote by the Cook Islanders. So these are the things because of which the New Zealand has rejected it. Okay, now coming to the next part over here, what does this mean? Okay, balancing the autonomy and the support. The Cook Islanders want more recognition because of their want for the identity without losing the benefits provided by the New Zealand. Obviously they are giving economic benefits, they are giving health benefits, so why would they want to leave those benefits? Okay, so that is one thing. UN membership hurdle, without independence joining the UN and acting as a fully sovereign state is not possible. So that is another part. Then coming to the next thing is the global parallels. Similar challenges are faced by the regions like with New Zealand, Greenland with Denmark and the Puerto Rico with USA. Okay, so these are some of the issues which are there in the international sphere with respect to the you can say some kind of association with the different countries. Okay, so that is about this issue. So again I will give a brief again to you that there is this you can say country which is having which is not having the full sovereignty, but they are a independent nation, but they are with a some kind of special arrangement with New Zealand and they want a passport, and New Zealand has rejected on few bases which we have already discussed. So that was the issue, and here for your prelims the location of Cook Island will become important. Okay, which you can see over here. What is the status of Cook Island? Independent nation, free association with the New Zealand, a territory of New Zealand, a part of United Nations. Okay, so you can attempt this question and answer to me in the comment box. With that I would like to take your leave. I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you, and please subscribe the channel.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.